I was able to just like connect to gratitude. Not only you just forget, it's yeah, you're grateful for this, great, but there's so many deeper layers that we can always feel. So I was more aware of that and feeling that, and actually seeing the abundance coming in like instantly as those thoughts were created of gratitude towards everything, and specifically the soul of my wealth, and just the new opportunities, and just being really grateful. And I could feel everybody else's too. It's just like really beautiful rainbow light. Like I was being shown like how I'm going to do certain things in my business, and so it really opened up, a lot.
Yeah.
So that's very power of gratitude and chanting together for only a few minutes. Yeah. Thank you.
I'll share. Yes. I actually had a past life healing experience that happened.
Wow.
So I saw this kind of egg shape. It was like the soul of my finances. It was covered in gold, and it was within my heart, but it was like really tied up and like almost like a candy where it's wrapped on the sides, and it's like so tight. The golden the golden paper around it was tying the soul of my finances, keeping it in this locked up egg. And what it showed was that I had a previous life where I had a lot of finances, but it was back a long, long time ago, and there was a lot of like villager kind of people that didn't have the finances, and there was a lot of strife in the community, and somehow it kept me really isolated and away from people because I was like living in this tower like far away from everybody, and it kept me really alone and separate from I couldn't relate to the community, and people didn't like me because I had the wealth, and I had made I don't know if it was a vow or a commitment at that time to not create that much abundance again because it would keep me separate and alone. And so what was happening is I was having an opening in my heart to melt that blockage so that I could invite in my own relationship with wealth and abundance in a new way so that it wouldn't represent me being isolated or feeling alone or separate from humanity. So that was really interesting because I've never had that experience before. So.
Yay.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
That happened to me actually when I was receiving a blessing from Jan. Yeah, I saw 2 past lives while she was doing the calligraphy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was powerful.
Yeah.
How are we doing with our online folks? Does anyone have a comment?
No, not yet.
How many people do we have online?
9.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Including me, I guess. So that's 8.
9.
8.
8.
Yeah.
Wow. And 8's the number for financial abundance.
Nice.
Oh, good.
8. Great. Thank you. Gratitude.
Well, even like just in the first few minutes before I even came in, I had 2 phone calls to, I'm trying to sell some things. I had 2 prospective buyers call. So I was like, oh wow, because I had 2 this weekend, but it didn't work out. So I was just like, wow, this is like amazing because I hadn't gotten any phone calls all day. And then all you guys were in here chanting, and I got 2 phone calls.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, this is instant. Okay.
Okay.
So
would you like to offer your group blessing, or should we do the calligraphy first? Whichever.
let's do the calligraphy first.
Okay, come on, Mr. Pink. We have a mission. Come.
道是财富。The rest is perfect. It's just the Tao.
So, let me introduce this one.
Do you want to sit here?
Sure. Let's introduce this in case anyone's new.
I'm
So-
gonna write down a number.
Okay.
It's very subtle. It's like if I say it in
Thank you,
Mandarin.
Master Shah.
It's
So-
yeah.
So, Master Shah has created so many powerful calligraphies, but he recognizes that at this time we all collectively as humanity, we do need to move past our financial blockages so that we can take care of all the other things that need to be taken care of, and also we can serve more fully, more easily. Everything will, can be smoothed out if we can get our financial blockages out of the way. So he created this calligraphy specifically for financial blessings. It says Tao Cai Fu, or the source bestows abundance, which has within it, downloaded to it, an incredible amount of financial blessing, and just a huge amount. So no limitation here. So I was guided to offer as a gift, a 5-minute tracing of this calligraphy to one person in our group who will be chosen by divine guidance. So Master Gina has a number, is it? Okay. So if everyone would choose a number from
1 to 100.
1 to 100, and you can share that number, and it's okay for 2 people to have the same. And those of you online, please type in your number as well. And the person with the closest number, if someone has the exact number, great. Otherwise, the closest to the number that Divine has guided Master Gina to choose will receive a 5-minute tracing blessing from this calligraphy. And of course, we all receive the splash just for being here. And the splash is like a residual, sort of, just by being in the frequency of when a big blessing is offered, we all receive the residuals. And so we're all really blessed to be here today. Okay. So choose a number from 1 to 100. And then when you have your number, you can share. Okay.
Yeah, just remember your own number.
Remember your number, please.
34.
You can share and remember.
34.
34.
I want to say 88, but that's too obvious.
Whatever comes to you first, whatever you got.
Very long.
88.
Okay, Yana?
33.
I'm also going to say 88. That's okay. No
Oh.
That's okay.
Interesting.
23.
71.
10.
23.
Can I choose another number?
No.
And then these people?
Master Gina?
Oh, I can't choose one. I wrote it.
Oh, you wrote it. I
Oh,
can't choose
yeah,
it.
that's
I can't choose
right.
one because I'm offering it. So those online.
We have Kirsten says 7.
Christian says 7.
Don't have anybody yet.
Okay.
I guess we can give them a second.
Yeah, let's give them a second. In the meantime, let's just continue to be in this space. And that space of gratitude, because gratitude that was a powerful practice of gratitude that Master Gina did. And I didn't want to come out of it at the end. So let's just stay in that space, reconnect with the feeling you had.
Who? Kirsten or Kristen?
Christian.
Kristen. Okay, sorry, not Kristen.
Kristen?
Kristen is from Barbados, right?
Oh, okay.
Barbados. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Master Gina.
Anyone else?
I think we're good. Yeah. Nobody else is.
You can open the number.
These are Vanna White.
Okay, read it loud. Read it out loudly.
38.
38.
Somebody was close.
What
That's
did you
the
get?
34.
Yeah, there you go. That was
34?
it.
Was that the closest? I
Uh-huh.
I
believe so.
think so, yeah.
Yay!
Just because you showed up, man.
And you inspired us all with your story of what you do.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
And you've been showing up at the center at like every single event. So
Yeah.
so
It's your time.
yeah.
Okay, so let's all connect because we are, all connected anyway. We are here in this group. So as I begin the invoke and begin the tracing for Gilad, we are all here to receive as appropriate for each of us.
And we can chant greatest gratitude.
Okay,
Okay.
at the same time. Wonderful. Okay, so dear soul, mind, body of the Tao calligraphy, Tao Chai Fu, and all the countless saints, animals, heaven's treasures, heaven's temples, Tao temples, and incredible financial blessings within. I love you, I honor you, I deeply appreciate you all, I bow down to you. I humbly ask you to please offer Gilad the most appropriate blessing as I trace. Please clear his financial Shen Qi Jing blockages as most appropriate for him at this time. I'm extremely grateful and honored to be here to witness this. And I'm grateful to be the vehicle to offer this blessing for Gilad. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's 7:17, so this will be for 5 minutes. Starting now. Let us all chant greatest gratitude.
Greatest gratitude. Greatest gratitude. Greatest gratitude. Greatest gratitude. Greatest gratitude. Greatest gratitude. Greatest gratitude. Greatest gratitude. Greatest gratitude. Greatest gratitude. Greatest gratitude. Tagane, 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 Tagane. Greatest gratitude. Greatest gratitude. Greatest gratitude. Greatest gratitude. gratitude. Greatest gratitude. Greatest gratitude. Greatest gratitude. Greatest gratitude.
Greatest gratitude blesses my finances.
Greatest gratitude. Blesses my finances. Greatest gratitude. Blesses my finances. Greatest gratitude. Blesses my finances. Greatest gratitude. Blesses my finances.
And silently. When you're chanting silently, you can have your tongue touching the roof of your mouth. Curl your tongue back to touch the back of the roof of your mouth if you can. Squeeze the bottom of your torso a little bit, your bottom or your perineum a little bit, and then let it relax to increase the flow of energy around your body, healing and rejuvenating the financial aspects and the abundance aspects of all areas of your life. The abundance of relationships, the abundance of health. Imagine the light shining into you from every direction around you, forming the ball of light in your lower abdomen, getting brighter and brighter. Like a tiny sun in your lower abdomen, shining and radiating light out to your whole entire body.
Thank you. Love you. Love you, Scott. Wow.
Thanks, man.
You are so blessed, man.
Appreciate it.
All blessed.
Yeah, you're all.
I know. The residual that comes.
Yeah. This was like just so much vibration, just huge waves. Very powerful. Thank you. Thank you, Master Shah, for even making all this possible. Incredible. Did anyone see or notice or feel anything? Master Gina, would you like to start?
I just, mostly noticed what you noticed, like that. I could feel like this kind of vibration, like waves of vibration moving through my body, like tingling down my spine, and just like tingling throughout my body, and just felt like happier. Yeah.
What I felt was with every circular stroke, it was like, yay, let's just splash the light around, this way, and then the next circle goes this way. It was just splashing. But every vertical stroke was really like an exclamation point, very grounding. That's what I felt. Every time there was a downward movement, it said, pay attention to this, grounding down. That was very big for all of us.
Yeah, and Master Shah always reminds us when we're tracing too, like, to really pay attention to that downward stroke and to even use your legs, to go down with your body.
It's very grounding. Kara?
I didn't see anything.
Katie?
I just noticed that Gilad seems much happier. Like you just look
Oh,
like
yeah.
a happier being. Brighter and shining. You can look in the mirror behind you.
now tonight, but absolutely.
Do you want to share something, Gilad? How did you feel?
I don't know, it felt great. Like, it just felt awesome. What can I say?
Good. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you do actually look
Right.
Yeah, that's the first thing I
Yeah.
noticed. I was like, wow, you look so much different. You're very happy and bright. And
I like money, you know.
Cool.
What time is it?
It is 7:25. So
Yeah.
just enough time.
that's enough time.
Okay, this one. So let's all just sing thank you Divine, thank you Tao, thank you Master Sha, thank you the Source, or thank you Divine, thank you Tao, thank you the Source, thank you Master Sha, thank you everyone. And we'll just do one round and then we'll do 3 thank yous, 3 love yous, and 3 thumbs ups.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
the
Divine. Thank you, the Tao. Thank you, the Source. Thank you, Master Sha. Thank you, everyone. Love you, everyone. Love you, the Tao. Love you, the Source. Love you, Master Sha. Love you, everyone. Really, really love you, everyone. Really, really love you, the Tao. Really, really love you, the Source. Really love you, Master Sha. Really love you, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. Gong song, gong song, gong song.
Yay.
And I just want to thank you to mention to everybody that we can all receive this blessing from Sunny. So, for example, I actually honored to receive this blessing from Sunny, and that's something that each of us can do because Sunny's in actually a very unique position that he has the Soul Healer transmission for calligraphy, and he's so blessed to have this particular calligraphy. So it's like you get like a really huge, huge, huge blessing by honoring and is it by divine guidance?
Yes.
The honoring,
The
yeah.
fee- the-
So you have to apply to see if you're approved to receive a blessing, and then
The number of blessings, the duration, and the honor fee are all by guidance.
Yeah.
It's
And who do
individual.
you apply to?
Sunny.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just check with guidance.
Apply
Okay.
to who?
Sunny.
Sunny. Just ask him. Yeah, and
just
he will
ask me.
check.
I'll check.
Okay.
And then let you know how many sessions you need, how
Okay.
long,
Okay.
and what would be
Okay.
the honor fee for you. Because it's all individual. It's all by
Okay.
guidance.
How long have you had that?
A few months. Yeah. And the moment I received this, I started getting ideas, and these things start to open up. It's really incredible. Very
The
powerful.
thing that I noticed was that I was really, really stressing out over I have an apartment in Waikiki that I've been renting out as a vacation rental. And my building management basically told me that I couldn't rent it out as a vacation rental and I needed to get a long-term tenant. So I'm going to be like losing a lot of money, A, and B, I didn't know if I was going to be able to get enough rent to pay the mortgage. And so I was really stressing out over it for several months because my deadline was January. I had to get a tenant by January. So I started putting ads out in November and I got nothing. December, nothing. And then finally, I thought, oh, I'm going to ask Sunny if I can apply to, honor for a blessing. And so I did. And then, I don't know if it was the next day or 2 days later, I had this idea to put a completely different ad up on a different website for a totally different thing. And then the next day, somebody called me and booked it. And she sent me a check. I told her, this is what I need, which is totally outrageous for that building, but it's I have to pay the cable, the Wi-Fi, and the electricity, and it's a leasehold, so I have a lease, then I have what's that called, maintenance fee, and then the mortgage, and then the taxes, so it's okay, this is the amount that I need, and she said, okay, perfect. Okay. She sent me a check, and my tenant just moved in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
So even
That's
though
huge.
I won't get the money the income from it that I was getting before, at least I don't have to worry about, the mortgage is going to be paid. And so that's a huge relief. And I've also been thinking, because I spent a lot of time working on that apartment because it was a vacation rental and I did all the cleaning and everything too. So now I have more time. So now, that opens me up to, make money in another way.
Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Master Shen.
Thank you.
You don't have to open your laundry mat.
But I could, and that would be great.
Okay. So are we going to say bye to everyone?
Yes, does
online?
anyone online have any comments or questions?
Our beloved Christian says Dag and Enda are aloha.
Aloha. Thank you. Alrighty, thank you everyone.
Thank
and we will see
you.
you either tomorrow or next week. Aloha.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you everyone. And we're having healing evening tomorrow at the center. And then practice on Thursday.